Oslo is Norway's busiest ferry port, with 4 daily departures to Denmark and Germany. The ferries carry over 2.6 million passengers a year and 1.2 million tons of freight. The freight carried by these ferries constitutes a third of the general cargo handled by the Port of Oslo. Ferry traffic into and out of Oslo is expanding all the time, with newer and ever larger ferries being taken into service. This expansion makes it imperative for the port to have efficient, up-to-date terminal buildings, and also adequate space for vehicle ferry lines and for customs facilities for disembarking vehicles. Container transport is an expanding segment at the Port of Oslo. The port currently has 2 container terminals with a capacity of 300,000 TEU, but development is underway that will bring together all container handling into a single terminal. When completed, this terminal will have a total quay length of 700 meters, with minimum water depth 12 meters, and with an annual capacity of over 450,000 TEU. The terminals are equipped with 2 gantry cranes each. Container handling at the terminal is with straddle carriers and RTG cranes. The cranes are owned and operated by Oslo Port Authority, but all other freight handling facilities are run by private firms. 20% of the freight handled at the Port of Oslo comes from, or is on its way to, the region round the port. Most of the containers are overseas cargo, but the volume of short sea shipping containers is increasing. "46,000 new cars are unloaded each year in the Port of Oslo, cars coming predominantly from Europe. There are 2 port sheds for storage of the new cars and a loading track for further distribution by rail with departures every day. Most of the general cargo is handled on Kneppeskjer Pier, where a new port shed has been built. Both overseas and coastal shipping docks here. Paper imports are at Filipstad, while scrap iron, iron and steel products are handled at Grønlia. The Port of Oslo handles a large volume of dry bulk, 1.6 million tons in 2006. An upsurge in construction work in the whole of eastern Norway has resulted in a heavy demand for cement and sand. Salt, corn and animal feeds are also handled. The port has 2 quays for oil tankers. As much as 40% of Norway's consumption of oil products is unloaded at Oslo and stored in storage units blasted into hillsides. Air traffic in eastern Norway is also dependent on the Port of Oslo, which receives all the jet fuel used at Oslo's airport, Gardermoen. The fuel is then freighted to the airport by a daily rail shuttle.